Let's talk about something that's happening here kind of in our own backyard, in my home state, Bradley's home state, Rutgers University. We are hoping to, and in the midst of trying to book someone from the union to come on to talk about this massive strike this week. But 9,000 professors, part-time lecturers, other workers in the union, grad student workers at New Jersey's State University. That's Rutgers. I know, like it's not University of New Jersey, but that's basically what it is. For people that might not know, it's a massive institution within the state of New Jersey. They're on strike, and this is the first action in the over 250-year history of Rutgers. It's enormously important. 3 unions are striking together on this. The Rutgers AAUP, AFT, they represent the full-time workers, full-time faculty, grad workers, the adjunct union as well, which represents the part-time lecturers, and the a bunch of other acronyms. I'm sorry, my notes are not as clear, but they also represent the biomedical and health students and workers, faculty, I should say, at Rutgers. So all of these 3 unions working together, striking. And in the lead up to the strike, the president of the university, Jonathan Holloway, sent out a letter publicly saying that the strike would be illegal. And people were like, what? And then they did it anyway, because you have the right to exercise your labor power in this country, and there was no real state law that he could point to. Apparently, he reiterated it in an email today, saying that they would have to take legal action, potentially, if there would not be an agreement in the near future. Now, Governor Phil Murphy of New Jersey, who was a former Goldman banker, but he's kind of in the Pritzker model of like really rich guy who's ending up being a better, more progressive governor than anticipated. Although let's be clear about his limitations. He, in this instance, though, unfortunately, did intervene or actually, fortunately, I should say, intervene to make sure that Rutgers did not take legal action to block the strike. So that's a good thing. And now apparently he's brokering some sort of talks here. So this is some footage yesterday of the strike on campus, and you can see the demonstrators chanting at Rutgers.
Anyway, so let's see if we can send them a message. So I'm going to say no contract, and you all are going to say no peace. And let's make sure that the folks in Winans Hall in a little fancy spot over there can hear us, okay? Let's see what we do. No contract.
No peace.
No contract.
No peace.
No contract.
No peace.
No contract.
No peace.
And then here's this great image that was caught, I believe, by some. We'd had Eric Blank on the show before, I think, but this taken by Eric Blank of these frat guys at Deke. Delta Kappa Epsilon. Hey, I had a Deke at my college.
Don't be a scab, bro. Don't cross the picket line, bro.
They, like, showing solidarity, fists in the air, frat guys, for supporting labor here. Now,
I mean,
you could take a real cynical take and be like, well, that's because they get out of class. But at the same time, I'm not sure if that's the case. I don't actually feel that way. It just is really amazing that I think there's a level of labor solidarity amongst people under age 30 right now that is being consistently underestimated by people in power. But that's a wonderful, wonderful image there.
What jersey is that on the bottom right?
That's a Bucks jersey.
So it's probably a Brady jersey, I imagine, right?
Well, it's a 0. Pull it up again. What are we seeing here? No, it's 50.
50? Oh, I don't know.
Is that Vita Vea?
That would be I mean, this is
That's a cool jersey to have.
This is such a classic. I mean, you obviously have the classic garish Rutgers jerseys.
It is Vita Vea. Look at how smart I am. I knew that Vita Vea is number 50.
Ding, ding, ding.
All right,
And the Raptors jersey, the garish 90s throwbacks. This is maybe the best frat pick I've ever seen.
It's a total frat pick, right? I mean, like, exactly. Vintage jerseys, bros hanging out on the lawn on a nice day. Yeah.
Let's go, boys. Let's go strike, boys.
Sitting on the roof. But that's really a great image, and does show a level of class consciousness among young people that it would, even when I was in college, you would never have seen frat guys. And I went to maybe a more conservative school, but you would never have seen frat guys supporting strikers and unions.
I saw someone tweet basically to that same effect, basically being like, I think we can't necessarily understate, and this is obviously just one picture, but I mean just in terms of what we've seen all across the country, in terms of voting and in labor, like truly how much further to the left younger people have swung, even since, like you said, even since 2016, even. It is like there are current circumstances from like those 7 years. I think it wasn't even just Trump or anything. I think it was also like truly seeing the failures of American capitalism over and over again.
And
Bernie have actually radicalized these young kids to have this, like you said, this type of class consciousness. So, and even like you said, even if it's for them just wanting to get out of class, they still wouldn't have to necessarily get signs and like support it at all.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. I think that there is going to be a groundswell of pro-labor politics in maybe 10, 15 years, and I know that's way too long to wait, but when some of this generation begins to, Gen Z too, begins to take power there, that's Gen Z, right? Gen X is ahead of us? Yeah. We're millennials. Or at least I am. I'm a millennial. You are Gen Z, are you not? So are you?
I think I'm like the tail end millennial. Actually, I can't. I was born in 1996, so I'm not sure if that's.
Yeah, no, you are. So you get to speak for this generation. That's the case.
I'm a geriatric Zoomer.
The point being is just good on those students, and solidarity with the Rutgers strikers here. We'll be having more on this later in the week when we're hopefully going to be able to get some of the strikers on.